I'm Cory Hoffman, and this is
Lance Cadena,
and we are in the process of making a movie for a competition from the musicbed challenge. Now, I really wanted to start this off by having you talk about it a little bit because you're the one who brought this to my attention.
Yeah, so I found this contest online. I thought it would be a cool way to collaborate with Cory, and I thought, well, I'm taking this trip. The contest is about travel, and I know that Cory's really into editing video using Premiere Pro. I would be the cameraman. I would get the footage, and we would collaborate from afar. I'm heading to Italy here in a few days, and we will capture some footage around Italy. But the technology piece I was really intrigued with, because we can put the clips up on the cloud. Cory can grab those from the Seattle Tacoma areas where we're filming this. And I would grab stuff, he would edit it, we would FaceTime back and forth to make sure that he was getting what he thought he needed for this travel video.
Yeah, that is basically it. It is such a cool process. It's something I haven't done before as far as like making an actual film. So I'm really excited on that process. When you brought this to my attention, there was no question. It was immediately, as soon as you gave me your pitch, it was a 30-second, hey, this is really something I want to do. Are you in? Absolutely. No questions asked. Especially since someone like you've been a huge mentor to me in this whole process. And we've only been working together for less than a year, since September, and it is now June. Yeah. So, how did you come about being here? Because we work together here at a local high school in Tacoma, Wilson High School.
Yeah. So I've always been a photographer, video type of guy, and the job came open, and the guy downtown came to me and said, "Lance, this job's perfect." And I'm like, oh, I don't know if I'm ready to go back in the classroom. I knew I wanted to at some point. I didn't know if it was too early, because I still have a few years left for education. I was doing stuff downtown, and he also mentioned that this job will probably never open up again, this particular job that I have in my teaching career. So I needed to make the leap either now or regret it the rest of my life. So I talked to my wife, we did the pros and cons, the T-chart, and I said, I'm jumping, I'm gonna go. And I love it, absolutely love it. How many people get to go to school and play, right?
Yeah, right. I mean, this is easily one of my favorite places to be on campus by far. And at some point, maybe I'll cut in do this video and do a quick little B-roll section of the studio so you can kind of see what we're working with on a daily basis. But just to have this at our fingertips, and this is only the first year that we've actually been kind of setting up things the way he's wanted it. But once he kind of gets it dialed in after 2 or 3 years, this place is going to be exactly how he wants it, and we can do a lot of things just right at home here in this own studio. So I'll show you that. Why don't we do it right now?
So many lights with us tonight, night. Don't let them go to waste. Look into my eyes. It's gonna be right. Tomorrow's gonna be okay. One moment, one shot. Oh, that's all we got. One moment, one shot.
So you want to talk about the film?
Yeah, so what we thought of is we know that the story is the most important piece of any short film, And whether you have great footage or whether you've got awesome sound, you have to have a story. And I think I'm impressed with the story that we've come up with, and I'm hoping that you guys are too. But I'm going to several different cities in Italy, and we're going to take that process and kind of show you different clips of those cities. Do you want me to name the cities?
Yeah, sure, why not? Why don't we tell them where we're going? I mean, they're going to see it in the film, but...
So we leave the SeaTac airport in Seattle, Washington, and from there I got a short stay in London. You probably won't see any of that, but from there we go to Milan, Italy, and we're going to stay there for a day, and then take everything that I do on this trip is train. So we're taking a train ride everywhere that we go. And the first stop is going to be Lake Como in northern Italy, right on the border. That's going to be really cool. I'm looking forward to that. It's much like probably what we would see in like Lake Chelan in Washington State, is what I'm guessing. Never been, but I'm just throwing that out there. From there we go to Venice, the sinking city. So I want to get there before it completely sinks into the ocean. Not that it's going to in our lifetime, but it's slowly sinking.
Now, when you're in Venice, what's like the one thing that you want to film?
Gondolas, right? Huh?
Yes, gondolas. We have to get that for the film. That is something we've talked about, and it is like that's a must. We have to find either a way to get our actress, which is who?
My daughter.
Your
My
daughter
daughter's the main actor.
Is going to be the main actress. So I know when you see this, thanks for being our actress. You're amazing. Appreciate it. But we need to get her either on a gondola or sitting on that riverbed with a beautiful. Are you bringing your slider?
I am bringing my slider. You talked me into it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So with the slider, maybe a really cool shot of coming into frame, and your daughter's there watching or sitting on the edge and watching a gondola go by.
Yeah.
Something like that would be really cool out of Venice. That's one of my main cities. I'm looking forward to editing.
Yeah. And so we're not getting paid by Rhino, but it's a Rhino ROV, the 8-inch Travel Pro. It's awesome. I love it. So I am going to take that to Italy with me. I just an extra little. I've got to hide it from my wife as I pack it in the bag. So
this Rhino is such a cool little product too. What they're doing down there, and they're local to us.
Yeah, they are. They're right out of Puyallup, Washington. That's how you say that. For those people that aren't around from this area. So.
Puyallup. Puyallup.
If you look at the spelling, you would never be able to pronounce it.
Oh man, we always get out of towners that cannot pronounce Puyallup to save their life. It is Puyallup.
Yeah, that's right. So 3 days in Venice. We're going to then take another train all the way to Cinque Terre, which is where I'm really looking forward to going. And we're going to spend 5 days on the 5 different little towns that hug the coast of western Italy.
Yeah.
And
that's Drone Shot City.
Yes.
That is Drone Shot City. Beautiful landscapes.
So we'll get some of that there and
sorry,
tell a story.
cityscapes.
Yeah. Tell a story about Cinque Terre. Then from there we go to Rome, and again train ride to Rome, and meeting up with some friends of ours that are from the state of Washington, and we'll meet up with them in Rome, and we'll do some day trips. Pompeii. We'll take some day trips to Pompeii and do some of that with the folks from Federal Way, our friends. And then I don't know if you're going to see the rest of it because the contest ends when we're in Rome, but we're going to continue on our journey from there. So I don't know, do we want to talk about that?
Yeah, I mean, we should talk about what's going to actually happen, because Rome is where the stress level is going to reach maximum peak. Because after Cinque Terre, it is going to be a couple days of me editing, getting it together. But when Rome happens, the deadline for the competition is literally a day later. And Rome is like that final Colosseum clip stuff is what we absolutely need to make this just finalized and be finished, in our opinion.
Yep.
So when you land, it is going to be what day here?
So it's going to be the 7th here, and it'll be the late on the 7th there. So it's a 9-hour time difference. So basically I've got about a day to get some stuff filmed and back up on the cloud.
Yes, and when is the film due? When is the deadline for this to be posted on YouTube for everyone to see? Is what?
July 9th at 9 p.m. Central Time, which would be 7 p.m. our time.
So by the time you get there and get it uploaded, it'll be more the 7th of the evening for me, and that'll give me time that night to kind of download all the footage, kind of organize it a little bit, but then it gives me literally one day to edit the rest of our entire film and get this thing polished for YouTube and for the competition.
And so is your plan to kind of edit as you get the clips, or what?
Yeah. I'm gonna kind of get most of it dialed in, but the final, like, you know how you kind of have to do the big once over when it's all done, when it's all in place. How is it, the story match up correctly? Does all the timeline, everything look good? Color correction, and the final little bits and pieces that are monotonous and make editors just kind of pull their hair out when you're looking at a scene over and over and over again. Those little minor things are what's gonna drive me nuts, and stress levels are gonna be very high for me on this last little bit. But before that, I mean, I have probably 3 or 4 days that you're in Chicoteri, where while you're in there, I'm gonna be able to kind of fine tune a lot of things that I want, and it'll just be that last little detail stuff.
Yeah, so you'll get the Chicoteri, you'll get the Venice, you'll get the Lake Como stuff
Yes.
early enough to manage that, because like I said, I think we're in Chicoteri 5 days, and I'll shoot right away, get you that footage, and then once we land into Rome, we'll get that Rome footage. So.
Yeah, that'll be the final little bit that we
So,
got going on.
Challenges. I'm thinking challenges. I'm hoping that the cloud works for us, right? We can get those videos up there wherever I am living at the time. They say I've got internet, but you know, some of the reviews I hear from different places is the internet's kind of slow. Video is huge, so I'll be sitting there uploading in a coffee shop, maybe. I don't know. But all of the places that I'm staying have internet. I may just plug it in and let it do its thing overnight and cross my fingers and hope you get it. But we'll be FaceTiming back and forth, and you'll say, yep, I got that, yep, I got that. So we'll make a list of what I'm seeing.
Yeah, and that's ultimately the biggest challenge that we're gonna have. The first part of our film, we are at the point where we're almost done with it now. Just by being able to be at home together, working back and forth, we almost got the first part dialed down. It's now just the trip that we're waiting for to get the footage from over there that's gonna pile on. But other than that, that's really the biggest challenge that we're gonna have with filming this and editing this.
But it makes it, right?
Yeah, let's hope we get it together, because
Yeah.
if we don't, everything will just come together.
But we've got a great storyline. I mean, I think that there's going to be a hook right away.
Well, I'm excited about this. I know you are too.
Yep.
I'm really glad you brought me on board.
Yep.
And let's see if we can go win a competition, huh?
Yes. Let's have some fun.
Thanks, Lance.
Okay.
Bye, guys.
So many lights with us tonight, night. Don't let them go to waste. Look into my eyes.